Most people think layer 1 and layer 2 blockchains are rivals. They're not. One handles the truth, the other handles the speed. And knowing which is which changes everything. Here's the problem in plain terms: Bitcoin does about 7 transactions per second, Ethereum does 15 to 30. Visa does 24,000. When Ethereum exploded in 2020, gas fees hit $200, 300. Regular people got priced out of their own network. That's not a bug. That's how layer 1 was designed. Every node processes every transaction. Secure, but slow. Now here's where layer 2 changes everything. Think of it like a toll road built over a highway. The highway still exists. It still matters. But for everyday traffic, the toll road handles the volume. You only use the main highway when you need to settle up. Layer 2 networks bundle hundreds or thousands of transactions together, process them off the main chain, then report back with a compressed summary. The base chain doesn't do the work. It just verifies the proof. Lightning Network does this for Bitcoin. You open a payment channel, transact instantly and freely, then settle on Bitcoin's main chain just once. Bitcoin doesn't process your coffee. Lightning does. Bitcoin just records the final result. On Ethereum's side, projects like Polygon and Arbitrum bundle transactions the same way. Polygon processed over a billion in transactions during the 2021 NFT boom. Arbitrum hit 50 billion in total value locked by 2023. These aren't experiments anymore. They're infrastructure. If this is clicking for you, subscribe. I break down how this stuff actually works every week, and the next part is where it gets interesting. Here's the insight nobody talks about. Layer 1 is where value accrues long term. Layer 2 is where usage happens day to day. When Bitcoin was new, critics said it would never scale. They were right about the base chain not scaling. They were wrong about Bitcoin not scaling. Because the Lightning Network exists, now you can send Bitcoin to anyone on Earth for fractions of a cent instantly. The critics evaluated a toll road by looking at the highway underneath. The same story is playing out on Ethereum right now. Gas fees on the main chain will always be expensive during peak demand. That's by design. But use an L2 like Base or Arbitrum and your transaction costs pennies. Your funds are secured by Ethereum. Your experience is fast and cheap. You get both worlds. This is why Coinbase launched their own Ethereum L2 called Base in 2023. Millions of users onboarded because Base handles the complexity while Ethereum handles the trust. The user doesn't even know layer 2 exists, but underneath layer 1 is doing the heavy lifting. So here's what you take away. Layer 1 is foundation. It's for settlement, security, and truth. Bitcoin and Ethereum excel at this because they're the most battle-tested networks in existence. Layer 2 is infrastructure for everyday use. It takes the security of layer 1 and adds speed. It inherits the trust model. It just makes it usable. The future isn't layer 1 versus layer 2. It's both working together. And understanding that relationship is what separates people who actually get crypto from people who just trade it. If this cleared things up for you, share it with someone who's been confused about this. Subscribe. Next week, I'm breaking down something even more foundational. You won't want to miss it.